All right, you know the letter, the one that shows up every single year and makes your stomach drop. Your health insurance premium is going up again. They tell you it's for better care, for rising medical costs, but I started digging into their numbers, and I found something that is frankly a total sham. This isn't about your health. This is a heist, and today we are going to follow the money.
So they hit you with the annual price hike. But here's the million-dollar question. Where is that extra money actually going? Are your benefits getting better? Are they paying out more for your doctor's visits? Spoilers, you are not going to like the answer.
Okay, here's our first clue. Over the past 5 years, the amount of money insurers paid out for your actual medical care, the entire reason you have insurance went up by 10.7%. Okay, fine. Costs go up, inflation, I get it. That seems kind of reasonable. But just wait. Now look at this. In the exact same 5 years, the amount they spent on their own management expenses, we're talking fancy offices, corporate salaries, advertising, shot up by a whopping 50.5%. And their profits, they went up nearly 48%. Are you kidding me?
Let's just do the math here. The cost to run their business went up 5 times faster than the money they paid for your health. It just doesn't make sense. So my mission today is to go undercover, dig through their financial reports, and expose exactly how they're pulling off this magic trick. Look, if you've ever felt like you're just getting ripped off, I need you to join this investigation. Smash that subscribe button and like this video, because we are about to find every single receipt. And seriously, let me know in the comments what other industry feels like a total scam. We'll go after them next.
All right, first things first on this mission. We have to identify the main players. If our money's being taken, who's taking the biggest slice of the pie? And this is where the plot really starts to thicken.
So in the Australian health insurance game, you've got two main teams. You've got the big for-profit corporations. They have shareholders they need to keep happy. And then you have the smaller not-for-profit funds, who are supposed to give any profits back to you, the members. It's a real David versus Goliath showdown. Let's see who's really cranking up the prices.
And boom, here's the evidence. Let's look at the giants. NIB is jacking up their prices by a massive 5.79%. Bupa's coming in hot at 5.1%. Medibank, nearly 4%. Notice a pattern? They are all way above the industry average. They're leading the charge.
Now let's flip over to the underdogs, the not-for-profits. HBF is at 2.8%, GMHBA 2.44%, and check out HIF at just 1.91%. That's the lowest increase in the entire country. The picture could not be clearer. The funds that aren't laser-focused on making profits for shareholders are keeping more money in your pocket. Who you're with matters a lot.
Okay, so we've figured out who is charging us more. Now for part 2 of the mission. What in the world are they doing with all that extra cash? This is where we uncover the corporate playbook, and honestly, it's going to make you mad. Yeah, they love to show you ads with happy families and caring doctors. They want you to think every dollar you pay goes straight to a hospital. But the reality is, a huge chunk of your premium gets stuck right here, in the corporate machine, paying for stuff that has zero to do with your health.
This right here is Exhibit A. This data is from the Australian Medical Association. Just look at that gap. Payouts for your actual care barely budged. Meanwhile, their management costs and their profits went to the absolute moon. This is all the proof you need that the system is built to make the company rich, not to cover your bills.
So how do they get away with these massive price increases when the government is supposed to approve them? Well, they use this dirty little trick called phoenixing. Here's how the scam works. They take a good, affordable policy, close it, and then, like magic, they launch a new one that's basically the same thing, but way more expensive. It's a shell game they play to get around the rules.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The federal health minister himself, Mark Butler, saw what was happening, and he called it what it is: price gouging. I mean, when the top health official in the entire country calls out your business model, you know something is seriously, seriously broken.
So they're taking more of our money, and they're spending it on themselves. But the heist goes even deeper. The final part of this mission is to look at the other side of the deal. When you actually get sick and need them, what do you get back? Well, the answer is a total lottery.
You pay for that top-tier hospital cover, thinking, I'm safe, I'm covered. You assume if you need a common procedure, you're all good. But what your insurer actually pays can be wildly different from another company's, and that difference comes straight out of your wallet.
Let's take having a baby as an example. It's the exact same medical code, the exact same procedure, but the best insurer pays out $2,275.
The worst? Only $1,765. That is a $510 gap that you have to pay, even with top cover. It's insane.
And it's not a one-off thing. Look at cataract surgery, a $162 difference. And get this, sometimes the amount they pay out changes just based on what state you live in. You could be paying the same premium as someone else, but be entitled to less money back. It's a total postcode lottery.
So here is the single most important thing to understand. Top cover doesn't mean top cover. The logo on your insurance card can literally be the difference between walking away with no extra bills or getting slapped with thousands of dollars in out-of-pocket costs. Okay, we have exposed the heist, we followed the money, we found the receipts. It is infuriating. But now, for the most important part of this whole investigation, how do you protect yourself? How do you fight back? Don't worry, I've put together a simple getaway plan.
Here it is, your 4-step plan to take your money back. Number 1, compare your options. We already saw the not-for-profits often have way lower price hikes. 2, tweak your policy. Are you still paying for pregnancy cover when your kids are about to graduate? Get rid of it. 3, think about raising your excess. It'll lower your monthly premium, but only do it if you can afford to pay that bigger lump sum if something happens. And 4, look for perks. Right now, before April 1st, these companies are desperate for your business. Use their desperation against them to get a better deal.
That renewal notice they send you in the mail, it's not a command, it's not a bill, it is an opening offer and a negotiation. And you have all the power to just walk away. It's your health and it is your money. You have to fight for it.
Which leaves us with one final, very important question. Now that you've seen how the machine really works, now that you've seen where the money is actually going, who are you trusting with your money?